Infinite gratitude to the infinite source of creation in which all things flow. Infinite gratitude to the ancestors. Infinite gratitude to us, right? May the words of my heart and mind be the meditations of enlightenment for us all. Welcome, 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 my loves. This is, guess what? All Things Self-Mastery, ATM. This is All Things Mastery Show, podcast. I am your host and educator, Venus Scott, and I welcome you. This is where we do what? Create our desired reality at All Things Self-Mastery. And every Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Central Time, I give you a mastery lesson that is going to put you in position to do what? Master self so you can master your reality. So we can get rid of all of the things that we do not want. So welcome in, stick around. You are here by divine appointment. Don't miss this opportunity, okay? Because a lot of your questions are going to be answered, okay? And I'm going to be giving you all the tips, all the tools, or well, not all of them, just a little bit, all the tips, tools, and techniques so you can master yourself and master your reality. And since some of you are new to me, just let me give a little bit of about me. I am an expert self-mastery mentor and educator. I teach you all things self-mastery. I've been mentoring for 15 plus years. I am also a best-selling self-published author of 3 books, currently working on the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and so on. I am an Army veteran. 5 years I stayed in the military, served, did a 12-month tour in Afghanistan. I am a self-educated, also college educated individual. So my area of expertise and self-mastery extend far beyond external resources, which ain't nothing against that. And so my current studies are in psychology, metaphysics, attraction, universal laws and principles, behavior, analytics, and also cognitive programming, cognition programming. And so this is where you want to be. Who is this masterclass for, right? Why are you here? Peace, relationship, gumbo. How are you, love? Peach coach. So why are you here? If you are a man or woman who is deconstructing from all the religions that have kept you bound in many ways, if you are a man or woman who desire more out of life, if you are a man or woman who's tired of being on that struggle bus, if you are a man or woman who want to learn and understand themselves so they can master themselves and master their reality, if you just want better for yourself and better for your loved ones when it comes to creating legacy, all of the things, it all begins with what? Your choice. Your choice. And your choice in being here is a start. It is a good start. The light is reflecting on this. So let me back up a little bit. So, and we're gonna get into it. Okay, but first, let me give this little clause. If you are under the age of 18, this live is perhaps not for you. If you are mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically undisciplined, this live perhaps isn't for you, right? But if you are those things, if you possess those skills and those abilities, this is the live where you want to be at ATM Self-Mastery. Okay, all of what I say are the views, perspectives, images of me, Venus Scott, and it is no bearing on TikTok. I want to say that just for the TikTok algorithm so they will know. So by a show of hands, how many of you, or better yet, oh, hold on, I gotta sneeze. 1 second. It's gonna come out when it come out. Pardon me, Venus. Can you please turn your mirroring on? Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I thought it was a little too. How do I do that? Hang on. Let me turn off the mirror. Okay, there we go. That's why that light was reflecting. Thank you, sweetie. Thank you so much. See? Listen, when you have 1,000 eyes, baby, we can see everything. This is the village. This is the village. This is what we do for one another. Boom. There you go. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I caught that because I was about to get busy. What if I could show you how to stop pain, how to stop depression, how to end hurt, how to end loneliness, and all of the other things? Would you be interested? Put a 1 in the comment section. What if I could show you how to attract and how to manifest effectively? Not only that, how to cultivate it. Put a 1 in the comment section. By the way, if y'all didn't realize, this works with participation. There's always an energy exchange. I give, okay, y'all receive, and it works both ways. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Thank you all. What if I told you that I can help guide you in walking through with your fears, right? That you don't have to cancel them? Would you be interested? What if I told you I can give you the step-by-step blueprint to creating your desired reality? Why is this important? I'm going to say it again. Everything you do determines your reality. It determines what you attract. It determines who you attract. It determines what you experience, right? So from this moment, we're going to take responsibility and accountability. From this moment on, you have the decision, you have the choice to choose between two paths. You want to either continue being mastered, right? Continue enduring the suffering, continue being trapped in all of the simulations and all the matrices, or you can choose to master self. What say you? Let me know, because in this next 3 moments, not 3 moments, but in this for the next hour, a little less than that, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 of the most profound tips, tools, and techniques that I've created that is absolutely going to help you. Infinite gratitude. Thank you so much for the gifts, my love, and a support follow, right? So when it comes to your reality, understand, right? So creating your desired reality. Why is this important? What's most important out of all the things that I can list, a lot of us are still living in a reality and experiencing an abundance of hurt, pain, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, right? A lot of us have come to our wits' end. A lot of us are just simply miserable. A lot of us simply just don't know how to get ourselves out of the depths of the holes that we created for ourselves. So when it comes to what you want, when it comes to who you want, the why, it matters. But when it comes to you reshaping your reality, when it comes to you wanting more money, when it comes to you wanting a house, a car, when it comes to you wanting your husband, when it comes to you wanting your wife, your partner, when it comes to you wanting to spiritually ascend, when it comes to you simply wanting peace, clarity, confidence, all of the things that I'm going to be showing you, right? Guess what determines those things? Guess what helps determine those things? Your perception. So whether you are over here, right, living the life that you no longer desire to live is based on your perception, or whether you're over here, right, living your happy best life, or the life that you want to live, is also determined by what? Your perception, right? So I always say, in order for you to understand, you have to also comprehend. Right? Comprehension is a key element in you elevating, right? And what do I always say? You become what you consume. What is another thing I say? Infinite gratitude for the gifts, Coach E, right? What you feed gains power, and what you starve loses its power. And a lot of us are indirectly feeding the very same things that is causing us distress, that is causing us anxiety, that is causing us depression, that is causing us fear, that is causing us to live in poverty. You are indirectly feeding it, right? And for most of us, You don't become aware of it or pay attention to it until you hit the wall. And not only hit the wall, you done split your dome open in 4 different directions. And here's the beautiful part, my loves. It don't have to come to that. It doesn't have to come to that. Well, the very first thing you need to understand and accept is that you don't know as much as you think you don't know. And that's okay. Because we're all on the journey of learning. Ashe? So your perception, right, on the deeper level is the lens, not your eyes, is the lens in which you interpret your inner dialogue. Everything you interpret is what you're going to project. You have associations within associations within associations. Remember when I taught you all about your database, your mental coding, right? Your mind, your brain being an infinite supercomputer, right? So when it comes to you not attracting or manifesting the people, places, and things that you actually desire, that's actually going to bring you fulfillment, right? That's actually going to allow you to elevate and ascend. That's actually going to allow you to evolve instead of continually devolving. Because make no mistakes, my love, and I say this with all sincerity, you are either doing one thing or the other. There's no such thing as things remaining the same. There is always a transfer of energies and everything is constantly moving and being shaped. However, guess who shapes the shaping? You. So let's get into it. This is learning, and this is how we learn. The question of the day, question of the evening. Someone put in a comment section, "Hi, beautiful. How are you, love? Welcome in." Someone answered a question. What is the main component? What is the main component in the creation of your reality? Somebody put in, "Hi, Jess. How are you, love? Hi, beautiful. How's Stella? How's our beautiful Stella?" I finally caught you on here. Just wanted to pop in and show some love. Infinite gratitude. Thank you, Jess. It's always lovely to see you. Beliefs. Deshaun, I see you. Beliefs. Thoughts. Slay Bay. I see you. Slay Bay. Ashe. Oh, give her a hug and a kiss for me. Tell her I send my love. Right? So keep going. Coach Tanya. Awareness. Okay. These are all good. I'm looking for a very specific word. All of you are really, really close. Infinite gratitude for the support follow. What is the main component in what shapes your reality? Now, all of the things that Queen, I see you, Vanessa, energy, all of those things are equally important. Mindset, I'm looking for one particular word, and you all are very, very close. Frequency, that's a part of it. I'll get faith. That's a part of it. All of your answers are absolutely wonderful. I'm looking for a main word. Heart. Ashi, how are you, my love? Infinite gratitude. Words. That's a part of it. I'll give you all a hint. Y'all ready? Get your fingers ready. The first one gets it. It starts with the C. The main component in what shapes your reality is what? It's almost commitment is one. It starts with a C. Choice. Ashi. Everybody give a round of applause for Ashi. I see you, Lala. Y'all got it. Consciousness. The main element that shapes your reality is consciousness. Now, here goes. Somebody else for the win. What is consciousness? Remember earlier, I told you all, keep in mind, in order for you to grow, evolve, elevate, to understand and reshape your reality, start creating your desired reality, you have to not only be able to understand, you have to comprehend what you're learning, right? What you're processing. Zaza, how are you, my love? I want $1 million and you can have it. Okay, so what is consciousness? Somebody for the win. 3 words. Somebody for the win. What is consciousness? If consciousness, right, is the main component in shaping your reality. What is consciousness? 3 words. 3 words. Come on, y'all intelligent people. My reality. 3 words. 3 words. Come on now. This is how we learn. This is how we an emotional intelligence of self-awareness. For I understand what you're saying, Zaza. That's a part of it. Infinite gratitude for the support. Follow, my love. What is consciousness? At its core, what is consciousness? 3 words. 3 words. I'm just gonna give it to you. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Just put in the one in the comment section if you're ready. Let's get to teaching, because I know I can go on and on and on. Let's get to teaching. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna expand this. Let me bring it up a little bit. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So if the main component in creating your reality is consciousness, then consciousness, you have to understand, is your state of being. On the fundamental level, consciousness is your state of being. What creates your state of being? Your perception, your coding, your mental dominant database, right? And so whether you are low, what they call in a state of, whether your state of being is depressed, lonely, right? Suicidal, anxious, in fear, insecure, is all based upon your perception. Or over here, whether you're in a state of happiness, in a state of joyfulness, in a state of hopefulness, in a state of self-full love, in a state of bliss, in a state of serendipities, that also is determined by your perception. So whether you are this you or that you, the you don't want to be versus the you want to be, it all depends on, guess what? Your choices. Your choices is determined by your perception. So we're going to get into this. This is. Now, I want y'all to make sure y'all pay attention to this part, because this is going to help you. Now, keep in mind, my loves, these are fundamental principles, and these are not the overall fixes, right? So understand that you still need guidance, you still need coaching, and you still need mentoring, because even though I'm going to share you these 3 proven, indisputable keys, you still need instructions on how to better understand it and how to cultivate them, and able to think about one's own existence, thoughts, and ashe. So let's get into it. So this is something that I created, right? And I'm going to give you how it works. This is how your reality is created. This is also how you can redesign your reality. So I want you all to pay close attention. So this is how it works. The very first thing is you have to understand a little bit about neuroscience. Why do you need to understand neuroscience? Right? Because this portion of what's creating your reality, what's shaping your reality, this is the part where you understand your brain, where you understand your mind, where you understand how it works, when you understand neural networks, neural pathways, right? This is all connected to your what? Thought, right? So your thoughts, when you understand your thoughts, this is why I always say that neural programming, right? Neurological programming, mental reprogramming, cognitive reprogramming is one of the fundamental steps you need to start recreating your reality. Because Why? If you do not, guess what? The reality that you're currently living in, which for most of us isn't the reality that we desire, is only going to get worse. It's not going to get better. This is why it's imperative for you to understand how it works, how your reality is shaped, how your desired reality is going to be shaped, right? The next thing you need to understand is what? Biology. The biology aspect of it. Why do you need to understand biology along with your thought process? Because it is in your biology that you understand what cells are, how your behaviors are created. So when you understand biology, you start to understand what? Feeling, right? So can y'all see where I'm going with this? Can y'all see where I'm going with this? The study of neuroscience helps you to understand that your thoughts create your feelings, which deals with your biology, which deals with how your behaviors are shaping, which creates your reality. Y'all understand? And the final one is you need to understand what? I just butchered that. Actualization. This is how it works. When you understand how your thoughts create your feelings and how your feelings create what? Your reality. This is why it's imperative that you not only understand that your thoughts creates your feelings, but then in order for you to reverse it, you have to, when it comes to attracting and manifesting, you have to understand that you have to then start practicing how to feel greater than what you're currently thinking, right? Because your thoughts can also trick you, right? Your thoughts can also trick you. So when it comes to manifesting, when it comes to attracting, this is why I always say in the beginning, I play music because it helps aid you in building and raising your frequency. Why do we want to do this? Because when your feelings overpower some of the negative and low vibrational thoughts that you're having, it changes the neurobiological of your emotions. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Which is going to, in turn, change your reality. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Your thoughts deals with your brain function. And this is why when I oftentimes I remind you, be very mindful of the information that you're consuming. Because you become what you consume. Your consciousness never shuts off. And what I tell you is that there's infinite levels within infinite levels. Everything you're seeing, everything you're hearing, everything you're feeling, everything you're thinking, everything that has everything to do with your sensory input in neuroscience is doing what? Shaping your state of being. It is shaping your reality. So you wondering why a lot of us are miserable? You become what you consume. Yes. And what did we just get? Any one of y'all know what we was talking about last week? The biology. So this works laterally and unilaterally, right? Vertical and horizontally. Understanding neuroscience, your thoughts, your brain. Understanding your biological makeup. This is where you feel. This is your heart center, right? So when you think, when you feel what you think, it creates your reality, right? It shows up in your life. your external world. Everything you experience. Everything you experience. Do y'all understand this now? So, how many of you are aware of your thoughts? And I know a lot of you will instantly say, yes, you're aware of your thoughts. However, you want to know how I can make a quick assessment. And I can tell you most of us are not aware of our thoughts by the receipts of your reality, by the conversations that you are having, right? Understand that when I spoke to you guys about the levels of awareness and your consciousness, understand that there are 4 levels of consciousness, right? A lot of us only speak about the surface level of consciousness, but when you understand, there are actually 4 states of consciousness. You have your conscious, you have your subconscious, preconscious, and then you have the unconscious. The reason why I know a lot of us are not internally aware of our thoughts, especially the ones that is creating our reality, is because your dominant mental database. Let me say this before I go on. I got a little bit of time. Your dominant mental database, the programming, the codes, isn't accessible from the conscious level, the surface level. It is only accessible from the unconscious level, the levels that is deep beneath the surface. You just can't access that by speaking affirmations. You just cannot access that by saying you can access it. It requires skill, it requires knowledge, and it requires a lot of us to do the very same thing that a lot of us aren't doing, which is sitting with yourself. A lot of us aren't still long enough to sit with ourselves. So our thoughts, our brain can become coherent, brain and heart coherent, right? So then we can get to the underlining inceptions of your thoughts, right? This is why a lot of us are still repeating the same unhealthy behavior patterns. This is why a lot of us are falling deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into depression, into loneliness, into anxiety, right? Into stress, fear. A lot of our lives are crumbling. Why? Because you do not understand that until you start to reprogram your dominant mental database, guess what? Your behaviors are going to remain the same, which means you are indirectly feeding the same mental programs, the dominant ones, the same strongholds that is keeping you bound. Every decision you make matters. Every decision you make matters, from the smallest ones to the grandest of ones, right? Everything you speak matters, right? Everything you speak. So I always ask the question, how bad do you really want it? How bad do you really want the money? How bad do you really want the confidence? How bad do you really want the security? How bad do you really want peace? How bad do you want it? Because if you want it if you want it as bad as you say you're wanting it, you have to understand that saying I want change is very different than changing. And changing requires you to understand the inner workings of how your reality is created, so you can do what? Design or create your desired reality. Is it going to require something from you? Yes. Are you going to have to separate and disassociate from certain people, places, and things? Yes. Are you going to have to stop talking a certain way? Yes. Are you going to have to remove yourself from certain environments? Yes. Are you going to have to go through certain turmoils and sufferings and anxieties and the cold turkey? Absolutely yes. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Because when you don't understand that your thoughts leads to your feelings and your feelings lead to your reality. And let me say another thing. I understand that it is an abundance of information going around. I also understand that there are a lot of unqualified people teaching you certain things like this. So to you, when you hear it, when you're hearing it now, you may think like, oh, I heard this before. So-and-so has talking about this. But ask so-and-so, can they break it down? Without external resources. I can put the camera over here, or I could put the camera over here, and I can break these things down to you. You know why that's important? And I'm not speaking from an arrogant state. I'm speaking from a confident state, because there's a lot of people who are leading you astray. And it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. It doesn't matter if their intentions are pure or not. You become what you consume. And if you're consuming misguided information, guess what? You're going to continually be misguided. Hence, things are getting worse. Nothing stays the same, my loves. Nothing remains the same. And so when you do not truly understand this, right? It's not just your thoughts. It is your dominant mental programming. It is not just your feelings. It is the chemicals that is being released in your body that is creating the feelings that is causing you to do what? React, respond, right? Cause and effect. There's no such thing as separating the two. No such thing as separating the two. So yes, do you need to relearn to learn? Absolutely. I get it. Many of our supercomputers have been created and filled with programs, codings, and systems that was never created for us. They were created to do one thing and one thing only: to keep you mentally enslaved. To keep you in a perpetual cycle of dysfunction and down spiraling. The elites understand this. They understand neuroscience. They understand metaphysics. They understand biology. And not only that, they understand actualization, materialization. They understand that reality is and are simulations. And the longer you can keep people in the dark, the longer you can keep ciphering off their energy, because guess what? No one, no entity, no nothing can create without available energy. How are they able to keep us so deaf, dumb, blind, and docile? How are they able to keep us in dysfunction? How are they able to keep us fighting against each other, warring against each other, talking about the stupidest shit? How are they able to do this? One who controls the mind controls the body. So they don't have to whoop your ass anymore. They don't have to bond you anymore. They don't have to tie you up anymore, because they learned the metaphysical secrets of this. And now they know that despair and hope carries the same vibration. So as long as we can keep tricking you, we can keep ciphering your energy. As long as we keep you mentally bound, you will keep feeding us. Hence, if you think the only person that you're responsible for is you, you're going to learn one day, one way or the other. Everything we do affects us. Everything. Everything we do affects us. There's no such thing as someone doing something somewhere else not affecting someone in somewhere else. No such thing. So when you understand this, let me finish giving it to y'all, because baby, I will keep going and going and going. So when you also Okay, so this is, I'm gonna give y'all the rest of the blueprint. Keep in mind that you still need guidance. Keep in mind. Now, your brain and heart, you see this arrow connected to them? Guess what this is? We talked about this the other day. Magnetism. Let me widen bring. Magnetism, right? You are a magnet. You are a magnet, right? You are the one that is creating your reality. You're the one that is pulling matter, hence magnetism. You're the one that is pulling these things from the quantum realm into this realm, right? Based on your perception, and it is doing what? Creating and feeding your magnetism, right? And so your magnetism can either do two things. It can pull or it can repel. Now, even though this is a whole nother master lesson, right? Your magnetism, according to what you think, right? Your thoughts are the signals. Your feelings, which is your heart, is the magnet. Your magnetism is the heart, and it is deciding whether what you pull into this realm is either you're pulling it towards you or you repelling it. It works like this. Let me see. Let me know if y'all can see the bottom of this screen. Let's say this is you. This is you. Now, when you are carrying low vibrational thoughts, when you are unaware of your mental dominant program, your magnetism is going to determine whether you pull what you want towards you into your realm or you repel. Can y'all see that? I can't. Can y'all see that? The magnetism of your heart is determining, right, what you pull towards you or what you repel. Because you are always attracting and you are always manifesting. So if you're wondering why your reality is shitty, if you're wondering why you're unhappy, if you're wondering why you keep attracting Joe, Schmo, and all the men and women that is hurting you, abusing you, using you, terrorizing you, mistreating you, not hearing you, not emotionally, mentally, spiritually available for you, you are repelling those, you are drawing those things into your reality because this is what's in your heart. This is an indisputable fact. It's what's in your heart. Your reality is created. Your external world is created by your brain and heart frequency, coherent or incoherent. And when it is an incoherent, you are repelling the very same things that you want, and you don't even realize it. You don't even realize it. Okay, I'm a little bit too close. Back that thing up. Back that thing up. You're not realizing it. And that's the issue. Right? You're not realizing that everything, everyone, the circumstances, the situations that is being manifested in your reality, you are drawing those things to you. You're the one who's pulling Toxic Joe and Toxic Jonah into your life. You're the one that's pulling the lack of opportunities in your life. You're the one that's pulling depression in your life. You're the one that's pulling anxiety and fear in your life. You're the one that is pulling hurt and despair and hopelessness and loneliness into your life. And because you are magnetizing those things by indirectly feeding it, you are repelling the very same things from entering your reality. Guess what? It's not that they don't exist, it's that they're powerless because you're not feeding them. And a lot of us aren't aware of this, and we speak about awareness. But do you really understand what awareness is? Do you really understand the levels of awareness? I can tell many of us don't, just by listening to you, just by seeing the reality. The receipts of your reality don't lie. You can continually lie to other people, but when you are home alone, baby, when it's nighttime, when you're all by yourself and you can't sit with yourself, when you all by yourself and the floodgates of your tears start opening up, when your heart starts to break, right? When everything intensifies, my love. Okay? That's how you know. That's how you know. And the more you repeat a story is the more you keep reliving the story. Why? Because what you feed gains power and what you starve loses its power. The universe or God concept don't give a damn about your intentions. It don't give a damn about what you know and what you don't know. It only responds to energy, frequency, and magnetism. So if you don't realize that contempt is in your heart, if you don't realize that unforgiveness is in your heart, if you do not realize that hurt and pain and jealousy and envy is in your heart, if you do not realize that ignorance is in your heart, guess what you're going to be doing? Guess what you're indirectly feeding? Guess what keeps getting stronger? And then you finally get to the point. You finally get to a point that the pain gets unbearable. The stress gets unbearable. The cycle gets unbearable. Your feet start to blister and hurt. Your legs start to work. You begin to get unhealthy. I say this with all due respect. It's you. It's not the systems. It's not the people. It's not racism. It's not colorism. It's not the government. It's not the quote unquote presidents, politricks. It ain't your mother. It ain't your father. It ain't your sister. It ain't your brother. It is you. It always is, will always be you. And as many times as many of us have cycled around the sun, you cannot logically, sensibly say you are 18, 28, 38, 48, 58, 68 years young, and you still are ignorant to these things, and you still are living in deep depression and disparity and hopelessness. You still talking foolish. You still reckless with your life. You still think you can listen to what you want to listen to, and it's not shaping your reality. You still think that you can talk what you talk, and it's not shaping your reality. You still think that everything's a game. You still think that everything's a game. You still think that you can hang with the same people. You still think that you can connect with the same people. You still think that you can have sex with certain people and it's not going to affect you. Okay? Right? So this is why I teach self-mastery. Because no matter what you want, no matter who you want, if you do not understand, comprehend, and make the decision to invest in yourself and be committed and learn what your core inner thoughts are, what the inception of those are, what your dominant mental database is, so you can reverse it, reprogram it. Baby, this is why I teach self-mastery. Yes, you have to do the work. You have to do the work. Stop expecting to just receive, take. And you're not reciprocating anything, or so you think. Because remember, there's always a transfer of energies. There's always cause and effect. And if you do not like the effects of your reality, you're going to have to create the cause to change the effects. It don't work no other way, my loves. It just don't. And the more every single time that you don't make a decision to invest in yourself, guess what? It's going to get worse. And that saddens me because I see so many of us broken, bruised, lonely. Just, it saddens me. We see it all around us. Yes, Sweet Tea, are you available to come up and do the commercial? Or are you available? We are approaching that time. And we're leading into the second half of this. And so this is how you can learn a little bit more. This is how you can tap in. It's one of the ways in which you can tap in. Sweet Tea, aka Terry, is a technical director to Monumental, and I'm going to let her do her thing because she does it best. I turn it over to you, my love.
If you have taken any of this information and related to it, or felt it, or understood it, or understood it, please put a 1 in the chat.
Ashe.
192 people in here. I want to see all of y'all. I've been watching the comments. You're all like, preach, teach. If you understood anything of this, put a 1 in the chat. If you want to hear more about this, we have an entire Discord dedicated to mental health. Not just an hour live, but a Discord that teaches aspects of all different types of mental health. If you are interested in getting that Discord and getting more access to information like this about self-mastery, about nutrition, about healing and relationships, about discipline and accountability, about awareness, about transition, meaning transition, divorce, changing jobs, so on and so forth, about holistic healing, so on and so forth. We have 7 different coaches in this Discord that will apply to each section of your mental health. If that is something that you are interested in, we provide a plethora of resources, just like Venus is taught here, in every aspect of your mental health. If you would like to join the Discord, please visit Venus's bio. First, you have to download the Discord app. So download the Discord app is the first step. After you download the Discord app, you then have to join the Mind Your Mental community. Once you join the Mind Your Mental community, you have access to 7 different coaches that give you the ability to improve and work on your mental health. I cannot stress how important it is to not just listen to a live for an hour. 7 days a week, your mental health is important. Make it a lifestyle change. If you are part of the Discord already, put a 2 in the app. I want to show how many people are already part of that Discord. Please put a 2 in the app if you are part of the Discord. Again, you download the Discord application. It's called Discord. It's a little remote control. You download the Discord app in your app store, and then there's a link in Venus's bio that tells you to join the Mind Your Mental community. When you join the Mind Your Mental community, you have access to 7 different coaches. 7. All aspects of mental health: nutrition, awareness, self-mastery, holistic healing, transition, nutrition, healing and relationships. Download the Discord app in your app store and then click on the Mind Your Mental community in Venus's bio. She has a link for it right there. If you do not download the Discord app first, then you will not be able to get into the community. The link is not good unless you join the Discord app first. Right after this live, every Thursday, not only does Venus do an hour here, she also does another Q&A session on a more personal level in the Discord. It allows everybody to write down what you have learned in this live setting, and then you go to the Q&A and it will allow you to ask questions. If you do not have the Discord app downloaded first, the link is going to look like it's expired. If you need a new link, I will reach out to you and send you a new one. Just let me know that you have the Discord app downloaded first. You have to copy it into your web browser. There's a set of guidelines that you have to abide by when you come in there, and they're simple guidelines. No hate, no racism, all of that. We conduct ourselves as adults,
Absolutely.
as caring adults who are caring for each other's mental health. It is a positive environment. So I suggest all of you, if you want to learn more of what Venus teaches, more of what all of our coaches teach, please download the Discord app, join the Mind Your Mental community. We're over 135 people strong so far and forever growing. It's an amazing community to be in. Every morning, there's people in there constantly. Good morning. How you doing? You know how you say check on your strong friends? We check on all of our friends in there. So make sure, if you have not joined yet, please join.
Ashe, infinite gratitude, Sweet Tea Terry. Thank you so very much. I definitely appreciate when you are here and operating in your expertise. Before we hop on over to the Discord for the All Things Self Mastery Q&A, I would be remiss if I did not say infinite gratitude for all of you who are here present, who've been here, for all of the gifts. Infinite gratitude. If I did not respond to your question that you asked or just acknowledge you, please do not charge it to my heart. When I'm in teaching mode, sometimes that's where I am. So this is, and I don't apologize that this is why it's important to, and why I joined the monumental team of light and like-minded coaches and individuals and mentors and educators, because it is literally impossible just to give everything I want to give, right? In which every Thursday I do. So I want to thank you all, and I wasn't intentionally ignoring or did not see it. When I'm teaching, I'm teaching. I'm an educator. That's what I do. However, when I calm things down and I jump on over there, it's a more intimate setting, it's a more relaxed setting, and you get to ask your questions and gain a deeper understanding, and I'll share as much as I can. Venus, when are you starting the masterclass again? I'll just touch on that real briefly. So I'm not doing another masterclass. What I am doing is in January, I am launching Creating Your Desired Reality. it's a month-long master program, okay? And so this is what is going to be, I know it's backwards or, not what it is, but so this is the manual that I created, and it is going to be a month-long program. So this is the next thing I can do. If you've enjoyed what I've taught, if you enjoy the teachings, if you want more intimate teachings, more hands-on teachings, I encourage you to sign up. Okay, it is a sign up sheet in my picture. Click my picture. I know there's certain words they'll gag me for saying, but there, if you click my picture and you go to my tree, you'll see a sign up form. It's free, and there you can secure your seat. And I will send you more information. There's a total of 9 lessons that we're going to be doing hands-on. Every lesson in there is going to be in depth, just like what I teach. It's just more in depth, and I will be with you, and we have practices and different things like that. So if you're interested in creating your desired reality, program will be meeting twice a week once we get started. And there are a total of 9 lessons with activities, exercises, every tip, tool, and technique you need. I'm going to be teaching in this course. So if you're interested, for those of you who are serious, click that, sign up. It's the first step. Sign up. It launches in January. Time is going to move. If you are under the guise of making new resolutions and wanting to change your life and ... invest in a timeless experience that is going to help you for the rest of your time on this realm. Not only you, but your loved ones. With that being said, I love you. And